Live from the Preston Highway Studios, it's 24-hour Purple People.
Well, hello, and welcome back to 24-hour Purple. My earbuds are already coming out. 24-hour Purple People. My name is John Harper, and we are absolutely thrilled to have you along for the ride today as we're all set to talk everything that we can possibly think of that's related to Louisville City and Racing Louisville, as we have some year-end reviews, and we will take a look at three players on either side that maybe we wouldn't ever want to part with. We've parted with some here lately that we'll also kind of talk about. My chair's breaking. And on today's program, I just recapped that, and I got two friends with me. It's great to see them. One of them is very confused on how you wear a kit, and the other one has an intro that goes something like this. Ladies and gentlemen, God, this already. Ladies and gentlemen, gather round and grip your ground, for the maestro of maps and the bard of the boards is inbound. He's the choreographer of chaos, the sultan of supporter sagas, and the myth maker of Motor City with a mind like a maelstrom. From how do you say your hometown? Hammertrack to
not my hometown.
Hollers.
It's a shitty little one next to it.
Well, that wasn't part of the intro. From tactical tangents to tunnel tales, he's the DJ of dread, the spinner of spells, the segment slicing skill synthesizing soccer sorcerer supreme. Give it up for the one, the only Lord Chaos, the campaign conjurer. Ken. Jesus.
You asked for it, man.
You literally asked for it.
Just for everybody to know, I wrote the simplest intro for this show, and John said he didn't want that. He wanted the normal thing, so he got
one of the challenge.
Here it is. Anyway, last show. Hello.
Here's Matt.
You guys, this is our season finale, right? So we're going to take a little break and do some stuff in the off season, and then rejoin all this later on. But this is our season finale, so this is a natural time to sort of take stock of what we've done so far.
Yes.
Make some changes, do stuff a little differently. And I have a proposal for both of you. Okay. So the first thing we need to do is backward shirts are not mandatory, but they're definitely encouraged. So we want to, Ken, we're going to have to use the van, right? We're going to have to paint the van a little bit. Splashy colors, right? We want good branding. Maybe some flowers, maybe. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Second thing we do,
I think a purple stripe down it.
We can do purple stripe,
but purple. So we're like the P team. What do you think?
Yeah, the P team. We'll call ourselves that, the P team. This is good. This is good branding. So, right, we'll hit the road, and we'll just go. We'll trek it across this great country of ours, and every town we stop in, we solve a mystery,
and get the van fixed.
And
because it's a piece of shit.
Yes. I can tell you guys are on the hook, right? So here's the big draw, right? Here's what's going to make this a winner. Talking dog. We get a talking dog and solve a bunch of mysteries.
Oh.
I feel like everything in that is possible except maybe getting the van to drive from one town to the next.
I agree.
I think the trans is going on it. It's like, it's now the delayed trans. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's got a lot of miles.
I've got a dog I've been trying to teach to talk. So, I mean, we'll try to meet in the middle here.
That's totally possible. I mean, they're talking dogs everywhere.
They're out there. Yeah, they're already.
He's very
there.
vocal. Yeah.
Yeah.
You might hear her tonight. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, tonight might be a little bit different if you can't tell already. This is like kind of after both teams lose season-ending show, but we're going to have fun on it. No more crazy intros. Are you telling me with the changes in the off-season, am I not going to be obliged to these chaotic, pun intended, intros for Ken?
It's something we can discuss. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying they're off the hook entirely, but again, you asked for this. You asked for it.
To be honest, you do way better than anybody I know at reading those without even seeing them before you throw them up there.
Yeah, well, some of those words I don't see very often, so like no better place to screw it
I
up
I now know what
on
to tell
YouTube.
my stat goblin. Okay, do this. Okay, put in big, unpronounceable words.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, I got it. Next year, it's
Just
coming.
really make your friend look like an ass in front of everybody. Yes, good stuff.
Don't tell it my grades in English. Well, speaking of English, I don't know. Speaking of America, NWSL. Hey guys, Racing Louisville went all the way almost, pushed Washington all the way. A record season, record breaking in a lot of ways for racing. 20,000 fans at Audi Field. It was a couple weeks ago. We're not going to watch highlights tonight. We're just going to kind of talk about it. We went to 1020, and we'll talk about that as well. But this really was kind of racing's season in a nutshell in one game. And, yeah, sucked to see the season come to an end, but you got to be proud of racing's efforts, right, Ken?
Yeah, first half was a little worrying. It was rough, but then they got some sort of halftime speech or this. Okay, now we took you through that first part. Now let's show you who we really are, and they played really well. And that was a lot of fun at 1020 watching it with 4 rooms full of people watching TV and 2 bartenders.
Huge turnout. Not a huge turnout for the staff, but
yeah,
they brought more in. They're like, oh shit, look at all these people, and they brought more in and expanded that. But long beer line to start.
What we all assumed happened, right, is that they've had watch parties previously, and I'm sure they didn't get anywhere near as crowded as that night was, because like you said, 4 rooms. I mean, it was pretty
hard to
packed.
anticipate. Yeah, I think it's the successful watch party this season. If you're going to look back at the whole season, it's the one place work for watch parties for racing.
Yeah, it was one of the better ones.
Yeah,
for sure.
Sorry. Okay, the game. It was a letdown, of course, but a successful season, absolutely, because we got to the playoffs. We got all the way to the penalty shootout, and then if I had tried to bet on who was going to take penalties, I would have lost this bet, with maybe one exception. I don't understand the penalty taker selection, but here we are. That was rough. Matt, what do you think?
Yeah, the penalty because we're not our best performance, sure, but I'm really glad, like, just going into the game, really glad that this team was going to get the spotlight, sort of that national spotlight that I don't know if they've really had an opportunity to really show off what they can do to a national TV audience. And this was on big CBS, correct?
Yeah, this was on big CBS.
Yeah, this was network television. This was big.
A lot of people watching this game. Yeah.
And they showed they showed, like John said, a kind of a microcosm of their season, right? There were disallowed goals. There were comebacks. There were sort of not fluke goals, but like blink and you'll miss it kind of goals. I mean, like, we had to take advantage of the few opportunities that we had, and we successfully did that until the extra time. And we took the team literally as far as we could take them, right? And this wasn't the only time that happened that weekend, right? I think every game that weekend went to extra time. So what does that tell you about this league, right? Super competitive, and we're competing. And that's the big thing for me. Even if we were in a position where we didn't make the playoffs, we are still competing. We happen to hit that goal this year, which is great. Regardless, we're in there. And if you look at the final now, if you look at this bracket and see how it worked out, we've got what is that, a 2 seed and an 8 seed. Kansas City lost their first game. This league
teams we play as well as, absolutely.
Yes.
Now, a lot of discussion this year. Am I supposed to be talking about this year yet, or I'm supposed to be talking still? Just all blows.
Talk about whatever you want.
A lot of discussion was about the the lack of depth on our bench. When you kind of look back at the year, you do also realize that we had some players, key players, that did not play for significant portions of the season, like keystone players. DeMello and Balser would be two players that were supposed to be like features this year. So having to kind of rework that. Laura Millay out for a significant portion of the season. So yeah, the potential this team has, with a little luck going our way. How many games did we lose or tie because of kind of the gods of soccer were not blessing us with luck?
Yeah,
a lot.
It was a lot.
Could have been a lot. Yeah, there were several victories in there that should have happened for sure.
And that's not just crying homerism. That's if you legitimately kind of look at that stuff, there were a lot of things that the ball didn't quite roll for us.
I think we can all. I can tell you, I am super pumped for next season. I'm super pumped to see what we're going to do in the off season to improve this team. We know that we have some of the best facilities in the NWSL, in all of soccer, in America at least, I would say. And, it's going to be a good destination in that way. Now that we're showing that we've got this competitive, a lot of talk about Coach Bev. She gets a lot of praise out there. Rumors about maybe
Coach of the Year.
Yeah, and rumors about maybe possible national team head coach at one point. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But racing, just to say about the season, it was just kind of like we talked about, I think, last show, hovering around that ninth spot, especially in the middle of the summer. And it was, everybody was just kind of thinking like, oh, here we go again. We're heading right into this, going down the Plinko board and going to end up down there around, whatever, 8th there, hopefully make the playoffs. But it felt inevitable, but we made it in 7th. Ken, you were going to say something?
Yeah, I was going to say that. Remember when we were looking at the schedule and the calendar, it felt like that we were so competitive with all of the other teams in this league that we thought we were going to get annihilated by all these teams at the end of the season. And we played pretty well at the end of the season, and we had a couple hiccups. It was a roller coaster, but I reviewed the whole thing. We beat good teams. We beat New York, yes. And they're in the final, and they were the 8th seed. So we knew it was going to be kind of chaos league, a lot of movement in that playoff picture right at the end of the season. Every point counted, and it was a fun ride, and I knew it would be.
That's the name of the game in the NWSL, right? Just make it into the playoffs, no matter how you do it. Just make it in, and you've got a chance. You have got a chance to go all the way.
Do you think we would have made it if Laura Millay hadn't come back for what, like the last 2 or 3 games before the playoffs started? Right, that's how many full games. They just got like 2. Because that was kind of,
was it more than that? I don't. She's such a like her presence had to have helped for sure get them over the line there.
We had to play a little bit of kind of musical player. I mean, Janine Sonis kind of got moved around to fill some gaps. You talk about some of the best players this season. I know she was definitely one of the few standout players of the season.
Sonis is really slept on. Like, she's important for a national team. She played for Man City for 3 or 4 years. So she's had international experience, and she's playing great for us. She's really slept on. I don't think she gets talked about nearly as much as she should.
Yeah, absolutely. So that was definitely key. And then, of course, Taylor Flint was key all season long. In the few games that she was out for, like, cards, usually, we felt it.
Yeah.
If you're going to miss time, I'm okay with it being for cards, to be honest, because that means you were doing something out there, right? You're kind of laying the hammer down, and if you're going to miss time,
some of those
be for that, right?
Were bullshit, and again,
some of them weren't. Yes.
Crying homerism, but some of them were bullshit. I recall a few, maybe even the one that put her out for the last a key game. Absolute bullshit card. Oh.
When the league is this competitive and the margins are as thin as they are, I mean, I think we get to talk a little bit about like little bullshit like that really that mounts up to affect a lot more, right? I mean,
yeah, and the thinness of our bench too, right? And I think I am trying to attribute that to the missed matches by a few key players that kind of depleted the plan. But I'm also pretty excited about the rookie players or the close to rookie players that we had really start to come out and shine. And there's a whole bunch of them. So that was awesome to watch. Haas, Evan Sears.
Yeah, okay, Haas was fantastical. Yeah, she really came in her own.
Absolutely. All right. Well, 1020 was fun. I thought it was pretty cool, and maybe we'll watch some games there and some watch parties next year, gentlemen. I'd like to know. I posed this question. We're going to do it for both teams.
Okay.
If you're ready. So basically, 3 for me. It's 3 players. Let's just say, and we're not looking at any kind of. We're just going with our gut for the most part, but I'm sure some of you guys. I'm sure you guys know a little bit. About
my ample gut. Yes.
More ample. Yes. But 3 players you would not want to get rid of. I said if you had to clear the whole team, there's 3 that you had to hold on to. So you're talking about your 3 top players to continue. In this case, racing Louisville. Who would they be? Matt, I'll start with you.
So I think we're going to have some overlap here, Ken, because there are some just key players that we really cannot do without. Taylor Flint. I mean, everything revolves around Taylor Flint, both attack-wise and defensively. I mean, she's like a good number 6 is just something you can't. It's hard to find, right? She's not exactly replaceable, so we need to hold on to her. Emma Sears. I mean, we've seen what she can do. I mean, we need her firepower. We need her scoring threat. We need more scoring threat in addition to her. But I mean, having somebody who can play both on the right and the left. She played a little bit on the left with the national team. I know she was playing there as well, so she's versatile in that sense. So that's a good pick. And I got to go with Lowe, right? What does a racing team even look like without Lauren Millay? I don't want to find out. I don't want to know. It's like a LouCity team without Niall McCabe. Who even wants to see that? I don't.
Well, we did see it this year because we saw it when she broke her, what was it, collarbone or something like that. And she was out for 8 weeks or longer. We saw it because we took one of my number 3. I matched the other 2, Taylor and Emma for sure. But Sonus was my number 3, but Sonus really didn't even, had to kind of plug the gap this year. And that was exceptional. So I think the difference is maybe Low. I thought about that. Anybody? Yeah. What about 4 or 5? What if you had 4 or 5? We went down 4 or 5.
So we.
It gets harder. Doesn't it? It gets harder.
Yeah, it gets much harder. Bloomer. We've talked a lot about how important she is to the team. I want to know who's that person in the locker room for these people? Who's the person who's always keeping spirits up? Yeah, the leader. I know on field it's Aaron Wright, but it could be anybody in the locker room.
Usually
keeping spirits up, pushing along. Keeping you going.
Captain is the person that is also. I mean, everybody works with everybody to keep the spirits up or whatever, morale check or whatever. But the captain manages it and leads it. And if they need to step up and be the superstar cheerleader or allow other people to do it, that's kind of their role. So I think Aaron Wright, maybe that person. I don't know. I don't know a lot about what happens other than what's on the field.
And we barely know what happens on the field. So
yeah. We're pretty bad, aren't we? Yes, we are.
Well, we'll circle back and we'll discuss.
All right, John, what about you? You got to answer the question.
You got to answer some questions too, John.
Look, I'm an innocent man. I don't really have a 3. I mean, I would agree with Sears.
So none.
Sonos.
Is that what you're saying? That's really rude, John.
No, Taylor Flint. I mean, we're not talking about contracts. We know a lot of these people are already locked up, at least next year and stuff like that. But if you're just saying
contracts in 2028, right? Both of them.
Yeah. Sorry.
Flint and Sears contracts 2028. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if it's 2028 specifically, but we got them through next year. Yeah.
So next year is 28. In my brain. The 3 that I would pick would probably be Sears, Sonos, and now you got me saying Sonos. Sonos.
Sonos. Those are speakers.
Yes, speakers. And
she's not a sound bar, damn it.
Sears.
I think there's an I.
All right, whatever. Jordan Bloomer actually might sneak in instead of Sonis, to be honest with you, just because if you're talking about the overall, if you're talking about raw, I mean, we saw a difference in this team when she took over, right?
Huge difference.
Yeah.
Huge
so
difference, yes.
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
She definitely came in with a bang. Did she finish with a bang?
She had some amazing saves in that game.
Yeah, she had a great season. Yeah.
Okay.
In the game against
I mean,
Washington,
if you're going to get on her for not saving like 3 PKs at the end of the year,
think how many penalty shootouts we have been in. We were in the penalty shootouts in the Women's Cup this year.
Yeah.
Weren't we in a shootout in both of those games? The first round and the
she saved 2 PKs in regulation in one game.
Yeah.
Only player to ever do that. That's a good season.
That was the bang that she came in with, really.
Yes.
You guys went to a soccer match that was not racing or Louisville City.
Mm-hmm. But it was Louisville.
It was Louisville.
It was.
How was that? Went to the Cardinals and Wildcats women's match, right?
It's the Battle of the Bluegrass. Another one for the good guys on that one. It was a lot of fun.
Baby Lynn, Little Lynn, Mark and Cindy Lynn, whatever you want to call it. Hung out with does this bird have a name?
His Louis. Yeah.
Louis. Hung out
Lou, Lewis, I've heard him called. Yeah.
What is all this?
And I don't know. What do you say? 2,000 people there, probably?
Yeah, I'd say that's about accurate.
Yeah. So, yeah, a lot of fun. College soccer, so obviously not as good. And they had some weird, funky rules that none of us really understood.
Clock goes down.
Right? Yes, the clock goes down. It counts down.
Yeah, I think that the big issue our little section of the stands couldn't figure out is when they decide to stop the clock from counting down and when they just let it go. It was a little fuzzy in my mind, but I understand why they do it.
Yeah, it was mostly for injuries, right? Like every once in a while, if you haven't seen it, like the ref will throw up the X's, like
center
hard way over here,
power over the clock, and he had some sort of signal. It might have been this, and they would stop it, and then as soon as you blew the whistle, they would start it again. I think. I don't know. And then they have like unlimited subbing, so it's not like pro. It's their players coming on and off. I thought UK was putting UofL to the sword in the first half. Especially they had 2 players. I don't know who they were. Number 6 and number 9. They're both playing on the left side. They were just torching UofL all game, but they survived. So cool.
But you have
UK
fun.
looked bigger. They looked faster.
Fun.
Yeah, fun. All right, let's talk about fun. So $3 beers, and $10 ticket price. So,
the general admission, sit anywhere you like.
Oh yeah, general admission, fun to be had.
You could sit in the grass.
Are you telling me they didn't expand? They didn't expand the seats like they did at one point.
They did with the temporary stuff. That's the game we don't like to talk about very much. One of them's good to talk about.
Yeah, the one the year before was good though.
They didn't have expanded seats the year before. That was just 2019.
Speaking of
pretty sure it's all a little blurry, but sorry.
That's all right. Speaking of talking, I talked to Coach Cruz at 10:20 a little bit. I forgot to say anything about that. It was kind of cool. Went up to him. Coach was. This was the Saturday after Louisville City was eliminated, so we brought Coach over and said, "Hey, come sit down." He watched racing with us for a little while. It was good to see him. I told him, heck of a season, So.
Still stinging from that loss, which is expected because the head dude in charge is going to carry that on his shoulders. But I think figured out.
That was the worst transition ever into our Louisville City recap. Gentlemen.
Is that what that was?
And
I didn't mean to. I like this. I just went lumberjacking before the show came on the air. So
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
Hey, what a year it was for Louisville City. We won that shield, and then just ending the way it did, obviously not ideal. But, guys, when I was thinking about this year, as far as Louisville City in review, I thought about the Jägermeister Cup. I thought about driving to Lexington and having to park out in some meadow like 4 miles from the stadium with absolutely no communication from Lexington of where to go. And I remember walking in at halftime, and I remember Jake Morris, and I remember me almost dying, getting out of my seat, going crazy. And I thought to myself, you know what? This was a pretty good year. We had some good times this year, had some good, being with all our friends, the Purple family. But we also know that I don't take for granted what Louisville City does. Yes, it sucked at the end of the season, but that last match doesn't define what quality we saw on the pitch this year. And they did get, 1 out of 4, right, Ken? 1 out of 4 that we want to get, that hardware we want to get.
25%. I mean, how many teams win anything every in a year?
Consistently, So we know that the future is bright, as a cliche I use way too much. But year in review, whoever wants to start talking about it other than me, go right ahead.
I mean, you hit the nail on the head, right? Like, it's hard to, at this point, I mean, we're less than a month on. It's hard to sort of divorce what happened at the end with what happened before that for at least for me a little bit. But even still, I mean, I think this is the best season. This is the best team that I've ever seen at this club. Obviously did not end the way we wanted, but like, to a man, I think this is the most talented team we've ever had. I've never seen like a bench rotation this deep. I mean, it seemed like everybody was getting minutes and everybody was playing up to a certain level. I mean, we were killers out there until we weren't. But this was a really fun season. This was a great season to watch. It's not the one I expected after the sort of attack offense showcase we saw last year. But I appreciated it more because of that, I think. I don't know. It was a good year. It was a very good year.
It's hard to digest how it ended, right? There's like really not any words for it in a lot of ways.
I agree that this was the most talented team that we've ever had. I believe so. Our teams are built around strengths, and we put our strength in the back this year and then came forward kind of through Taylor. I guess Duncan was supposed to be a guy, but that didn't work out. And then Lambert became a guy and played the wing backs. Yeah, so that was a pretty defensive style, honestly. So our goal count was probably significantly less than it normally is, which is just a single stat. But I thought that was a little bit less exciting, watching, defense as opposed to scoring goals. Maybe that's just me.
I got really into it. I did. Like, I didn't at first because I was expecting 4-1 games all year, right? I was expecting us to blow everybody out. But over time, instead of me thinking about what I thought the team should be, I really took a look at what the team actually was and began to appreciate it, what they had accomplished defensively. I mean, we've talked about it before previously, and I'm not going to look up any of this other shit. But
this has happened before. Those teams learned how to defend against us by clogging up those lanes for those distributors, and getting the veiled in the top third of the zone and having that disruption zone. So, I feel like we fell off and never got into at the end of the season and never really got back into true playoff form. I know I'm always critical of the club and always critical of players, and I'm sorry, but somebody's got to kind of evaluate why that happened and move on. And because it was a letdown to lose in the first round of the playoffs to the last ranked seed. And a play I enjoy very much in making fun of. So that one stung a lot, but we're going to be all right. We're Louisville City, and we're going to come in with a stacked team again next year and do it again. We still run Player Shield, so yay.
I gotta say, I appreciate your cynical takes, right? Because I feel like when you watch the show, you get the gamut, right? Because John's a little more bright-eyed, I'm a little more optimistic, right? You're a little more cynical.
It's coming to an end, and we're all going to die. So
yeah, right.
Pissed off.
And then I'm the one that people like. So you've got everything. Yeah, you got everything that you need right there.
I did.
Yeah, so everything you need is on this program.
It's like a PB&J. John, you're the bread, I think, in this situation. I think you're the bread.
Enough carbs. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
All right, so I started was good. The talented team we ever had maybe fell off at the end of the season. Maybe a little bit too defensive. Something good.
So real quick, fall off at the end of the season. Even though we weren't scoring that many goals this year, it did feel like those even in the regular season, well, obviously in the regular season, but as we were coming to a close there, even when we won the Shield, I mean, it was a close, lots of, against Miami at home, scoring one. So.
No decisive victories, man. I like decisive victories. I like to kick the living shit out of people.
Any reason for that?
We didn't do that enough.
Just they getting tired legs, or what do you think?
I think we physically kicked the shit out of our teams.
Style teams were, and that's why, a lot of our strikers were not getting a lot of service because they were clogging up all those spots, and it just, to me, I don't really like that style. I mean, I'll watch it. I understand its utility and I understand its strength, but I don't think it's fun to watch. It's just me.
Winning is the most important thing, I guess. I see what you're saying, but
I think
that's an age-old football question. Is winning most important? Is how you do it most important? The style, right? And that gets into a lot of different styles of soccer that look really good, sometimes not very fucking effective at all.
Right.
This is a really interesting concept that only exists in soccer, by the way. Like, in others, in like, at least in the American sports that I'm more familiar with, nobody, well, they played better, but it's winning, right? It's the points. It's all that matters. But like sometimes in soccer, like they deserved to win, gets said, stuff like that. Like
it's supposed
to be,
for that. Yeah. It's because of the ambiguity in the sport.
Mm-hmm.
Inherent.
Because it's so simple. It's the simplicity of soccer that it's beautiful. It's just a beautiful thing.
Yeah. It is. I mean, I get more and more hooked to watching the sport the more I go. Like, it doesn't get old, ever get old to me, like watching it live. Mind you, I know we do a lot of other things at the games, have a good time, but at the same time, like, there's nothing more exciting than seeing goals scored. So to to Ken's point, we used to see a
Drell-
lot more of those. It seemed like, or we did. Well, I don't want to say that. I would we did. 2024 was a lot different, as we know, than 25, but they both ended in a Players' Shield being the best team in the league, and I believe that with both. Yes.
I thought of my point. Finally, it came to me is that the positive thing I like about the season that we just had with our team is that the league is a hell of a lot more competitive than it was.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So it's gonna be, how much fun did we have with the racing season, because it was competitive across the board all season long. There are some seasons, being a Louisville City fan, where the making the playoffs is a foregone conclusion. Yeah. And maybe losing in the first round to Detroit maybe got some of that what's the word? Apathy? No, that's not it. Apathy?
I know what you're trying to say without even having the right word.
I like that the worst possible thing happened, right? Like our worst case scenario came to pass, right? And
no, our worst case scenario is not making the playoffs.
Yeah, but in terms of this season,
getting relegated, but yeah.
We've had this tremendous season. We won the Players' Shield. We did all this fantastic stuff. But then to lose in your first game in search of this championship, like that's the worst case scenario for this team.
Taste last year because we lost. We didn't go to the Eastern Conference Finals like we always do. So last year we got a little taste of it. We got a whole hell of a lot more of it this year, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. It's good for us as a fan base. All right, it builds character.
Yeah, it's character building.
Yeah, it's character building.
Fortitude helping.
We know this guy is going away now. Our Golden Glove winner, departing, is Damien Las from Louisville City. So that'll be, he wasn't pressed all that much just because our back line was so strong this year. So, but that being said, he still made saves that were important, and he had a good. Very athletic was Damien Las. Like, you saw him come out and do a lot of athletic plays on the pitch for us, and best of luck to him. He's going to be missed for sure.
Yeah, where's he going? Back to wherever
home, I guess. From? I don't know.
Huh.
Well, he was on loan from Austin, right?
Yes, Austin.
Yeah.
Right. So he's going back to them.
Yes. One would assume, yes.
One would, and it could be right. The big one of the day.
A lot of members that have gone back to their parent team and played for their parent team. I am very confident that one with Danny Pondes between the sticks and or them bringing somebody else in next year. It's one of those positions. And maybe I knock on wood. Maybe I don't have to worry about it for good reason. But watch next year happen. We have a terrible keeper. Anyway, but
I agree with you though 100%. I'm really confident in what Danny can do, Danny Fondes, and whoever they bring in for competition, it's going to be good. It's going to be good stuff. At least we have Danny.
Yeah,
at least we have Danny.
We get a lot of loanees here because of the professional environment. Professional environment will attract teams to provide loanees to this team to give players experience in a big stadium.
Nothing wrong with that, too.
Yeah. They do and all that shit. So I'm not sure, but I think we'll get somebody good next year. All right, 3 got to.
One more though. One more. This is the big news of the day. Actually breaking. Niall retiring after 11 seasons with Louisville City, making all sorts of news. I saw a Courier Journal report sent to my Google feed or whatever. But we love Niall. We love number 11. And as you can see, Matt playing tribute. Matt, I like that because the USL patch is showing and the MHS there. It's almost like an IndyCar Louisville City thing going there.
That's what I was going for, totally.
Real quick, put you on the spot. Favorite Niall McCabe memory, or like first thing that pops in your mind, Ken, when you say Niall McCabe? Hit me.
GB bite.
Matt?
Yeah.
GB fall bite. Cincinnati.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
That's a really good one.
Oh my God! Oh, the drama behind that between us and the Cincinnati fans was was so much fun. And yeah, to this day, we believe that TV Fall bit Niall McCabe on the field.
If Niall told me he bit him, then he bit him. I don't know what to tell you.
Marks. And, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Will be adamantly debated with by Cincinnati fans that were there.
And I bet a bunch watch this show. So
Matt, favorite Niall memory.
I'm gonna do one off the field. I'm gonna cheat. I got to a few years ago now. I got to have like an hour-long conversation with Niall for an episode of Barrel Proof. He's such a great guy. He's just a super cool guy. It was awesome getting to meet him. He's my favorite LouCity player ever. So yeah, I'm always gonna remember that. I think of that very fondly. He was very gracious with his time. It was just after practice, like really great to hang out with him.
He's the first player I ever met that played for Louisville City.
You guys are like this too. You guys are like,
we're not.
Yes, well,
no, but it's because
did he text you and tell you to say that?
We even had a kit to put on. I had met him and already had a conversation with him at Molly Malone's.
That's pretty awesome.
They introduced like 4 players. Him, Sean Reynolds. Can't remember the other 2. Connor Shanowski and almost got it. Israeli.
Aiden Quinn.
No.
Oh, Guy Abend.
Yeah, Guy Abend.
Guy Abend. Nice.
Isn't Guy the one who got naked in front of the
past?
He is the one that has a very famous picture of him rolling around with the Eastern Conference Final trophy.
I think one of them is in that picture right there. I hope they clean that before they let Niall.
It is one of those.
My favorite Niall memory is lifting that trophy. The first go-to video for Louisville City on the internet was the 2017 championship trophy lifting video, and Niall's like on that, with the confetti going and the big USL Cup banner, and man, just the Slugger Field just being packed with supporters all over the place, so just so many favorite newspaper pictures and different photography of that moment has been taken in like Louisville City lore. So that kind of comes to mind. But there was a Kentucky Derby thing at the track, whatever, not Kentucky Derby, but at Churchill. And all the players were there, and Niall was like the last one there. So I just kind of saw him, and I don't really go up to them randomly at times and say anything. But anyway, he ended up just kind of like walking by me and said hello to me, which was kind of cool. Like, okay, and his kids were there and stuff, and he was talking about how much he loves the city of Louisville. And that's something just like sticks in my brain, just he was a really nice guy, like Matt said, like, and I'm sure we're going to see him around. It'll be interesting to see if he gets into coaching in some form or fashion. So
what's the scuttlebutt on what he's going to do next?
Yeah, exactly. We'll see.
Niall, if you want to come on here and tell us what your plans are, you just let us know. 24hourpurplepeople@gmail.com. We'll platform you, my man. Niall, sure. He embodied everything about like the LouCity spirit to me.
He was.
Right.
Yes.
He was the competitiveness, leaving it all on the field, that old cliche, like he played the LouCity way. And that carried through every team we ever had. Right, because he was the DNA there. So tremendous debt that the club owes him. Just a great guy. Yep.
So we know no loss. We know Niall is getting retired at a well-deserved retirement. But if we had to pick 3 that we would, again, before there's contracts. Some people are not going away next year. What we're saying is 3 that drove the team this year, or we really feel like these are the core 3 people we're going to look forward to seeing playing in the 2026 campaign. I don't know who went first the first time. I think Matt did. Ken.
Okay. This was a hell of a lot harder than racing. So I have to look in kind of in terms of how many years have they still got left? And are they on the ascendancy curve?
Ooh, so you took this like serious. Okay.
I thought, because we talked about these questions earlier today or whatever it was, is when I started thinking about it. I gotta say, I would like to hold on to Josh Jones because he's kind of getting and a lot of people say he wasn't even the best defenseman we had all season. But I'm anticipating growth and stuff to come next season from that player, because he seems to have a lot of the tools that you want.
Defender of the Year finalist in his rookie year. I mean,
that's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So I really wanted to. I really think McFadden should stay. I don't consider him a defender. Well, he was on the USL, whatever, All-Star. I don't even know what the fuck it's called. I think.
Yeah, was he in the? Yeah,
he was on it. They had him as a defender or something. Wing back. That's what you want. Tech. And then the question, right? Taylor started out fucking shit hot. I believe fell off. His fault, or was it a tactics problem? I think he does have a lot of the skills to be very successful for us for years to come. Still relatively young, right? 20, early 20s.
He's in his 20s, yes.
But I struggled because I didn't like the way he started the season, but Lambert, the way he finished the season, in a similar role as Taylor, maybe a little bit more as a destructor as opposed to a distributor. So I struggled with those two. So I call it a tie. So there's my 4.
That's good. There's some good picks on there. So I also went.
No fair.
I wanted to pick players that sort of like the point I brought up earlier about Niall, like that embodied the LouCity way, right? The LouCity spirit, right? That sort of tenacity, the competitiveness, always driving forward. Like I went with Adams, right? Kyle Adams.
5 for me, probably.
Yes.
5. Tough.
Tremendous season. He's the guy I want out there in the trenches next to me, right? Like I would go to war with that guy and he would give me everything he had. McFadden as well. He's plug and play, right? We've seen him everywhere on the field, basically. He's super intense. He also he seems real funny to me, like real low key. So like maybe he's fun to have around in like the clubhouse or whatever. And then I went with Davila. It's the same choice. I don't think there's anybody else on the team that can do for you the things that Taylor Davila can. I think his skill set is very unique. I think he brings something that we don't get from anybody else. He's a hub for a lot of our recycling. He's just a great player. What was he? He was on first team as well, right? He's up for midfielder of the
4 or
year.
5 out of the first team, which is deserved. Yeah. So we just talked about the talent earlier in the show. I can't. Las, right? He was also there.
Mm-hmm. Las, yeah.
No, of course.
Yeah, that's the Gold Glove winner.
And I didn't get a chance to talk about him. He was a very good goalkeeper. He had a very good defensive line in front of him. People would freak out about some of his decision making sometimes, but I thought he was aggressive when he needed to be. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes it doesn't work out. But he was. You can't have timid goalkeepers.
Yeah, dude, he's brave. That's like the biggest thing that I like about Las. And like, I'm just in this mindset, and this kind of applies to everything in my life right now. Like, I want to see you take a big swing and miss. I'd rather see that than take no swing at all. Sometimes it happened, but I'm gonna back the guy who makes the decision to take the big chance.
Yeah, as long as they don't keep missing and taking big chances.
Yeah. Kind of a given. Yeah.
Get something.
The unbelievable here. Just goalkeeper of the year nominee, defender of the year nominee, player of the year nominee, coach of the year nominee. Lots of individual stats this year for Louisville City. And you guys talked, I like these choices, okay? But also I want to circle back to, we talked about the way we won games, a lot of defensive-minded game plans from Danny, and that's fine, okay? We want to win. Winning is great. Scoring a lot of goals is great. But you're choosing some defensive players there in some ways. Now, you said McFadden, Ken, you're not considering defensive. I get you.
He's a wing back.
He's a wing back.
Yeah, he's everywhere.
He's
but
everywhere.
He's got a motor that's unbelievable, and he's super fast, and the work rate he puts in, that he's both. Picture two boxes, box midfielder, different role, but wing back. So streaking.
This dude's like line to line, not even box to box. He's like
coming in
line to inline,
zip code to zip code. Okay. I'm going to go with for my 3. Can I tell you my 3 here?
I would love to hear him.
Okay, great. Josh Jones. All that being said, Evan Taylor Davila. Evan, you're a nice guy, but and gotta go with Taylor.
Catching strays, Evan.
Well, listen, I didn't mean to say Evan. And then I'm going to say we're talking about youth and what opportunity I think he's going to get. I think we're going to see a breakout year for Ray Serrano. I just have a feeling. We didn't see it this year.
This is a bold choice.
Bold choice.
I like this.
Listen, let me tell you why. So I'm just looking. I don't think Goodrum is 28 years old, right? I believe that's correct. I feel like we saw some things from him. I like his fire, don't get me wrong. But I feel like if you're talking about that culture, Matt, that Louisville City culture, I don't know if he fits that.
Okay, that's fair. I think a lot of people would agree with you.
That's a very good assessment.
I think that's fair, yes.
There's nothing against the guy. I want to see him kick ass for Louisville City. But I just feel like just a vibe I get. It's no hate on him whatsoever. It has nothing to – if you wanted to hate on somebody, hate on McFadden because we used to hate his ass, right? This is not about that, okay? It's just if we're going to play this stupid game that I think I might even coin the phrase, I got to go with Ray Serrano.
Yeah, this was your idea. Yeah,
I feel like it. First half of this season, who was your midseason pick? Matt? Ray Serrano.
I think mine was Ray Serrano. The beginning of his season was fantastic. He lost minutes towards the end. I think he kind of lost his spot in the starting lineup a few times, but for the first half of his season was tremendous.
Goodrum, we love you. It's just this is the vibe I got. I'm not making excuses for it. Ken, why are you giving me that look?
That's just face, man.
Valid point. But we have been saying it's going to be Ray Serrano's year next year for the past 3 years. We really have.
I should probably also tell people that I am so exhausted. I'm working so much, so I'm not trying to be like. I don't know what is in this mug here, but
I thought it was a candle. I thought we were drinking a candle.
Guys, I think if you had to look at this year for Louisville City, I think we can all agree that the best part of it was, in some ways at least, this show and connecting with new people out there. And that was cool. A ton of fun. So a year in review was best year ever as far as that goes. I mean, I think we won every trophy in the book on that one. And we've had a lot of fun doing the show. It kind of brings us to our closing topic. What are we doing now?
I think this is a conversation we're having in real time right now.
I thought so.
What are we doing now?
What are we doing?
Those are called.
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you guys were going to announce a big announcement or something. Or like MLS, it's like, hey, we're switching our schedules. No, not 24-hour purple people.
That's right.
We are sticking around all winter long. I think we're going to periodically hop on and talk about some things.
Yeah, I would love to. Yeah, we're gonna put out maybe some short stuff. We'll just whenever we feel like it.
Yeah,
Is anybody out there?
Ken, you know,
I'm sorry.
Ken's also been under the weather, so thanks for being on the program tonight, Ken.
I've been doing great.
Excuse me. Yeah,
Matt is just perfect.
Every year I get sick this time of year.
Excelling in all areas of my life.
I think we all are.
Damn, I look good doing it.
When it's 72 degrees one day and it's 40 the next, it just kind of sucks. But USL Championships coming up. We have Luke Spencer's coached FC Tulsa against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh making it to the finals.
The team we thought we were going to play in the finals. FC Tulsa.
Yes.
Yeah. I was looking forward to that.
Yeah. And then on the NWSL side of things, of course, Gotham. And they're both heading out, Spirit and Gotham. Two East Coast teams heading to the West Coast for the championship game.
World. Who you going for in Tulsa, Pittsburgh?
Tulsa.
Tulsa for sure. Not even a question. Bob Lilly's been holding back Pittsburgh, though. We know that now.
Yeah, I know. I just on the sheer fact that Bob Lilly. No, I'm going for Tulsa too because I like Luke. Luke is a good person.
Yes, Luke is a great dude. Mario as well. Is Mario still Tulsa?
Spirit.
I'm going for the Spirit just because it'll make us look even better.
You know, there is you kind of could factor in like we lost to Washington, so maybe they should go ahead and win the title. Because at least we lost to like the eventual champion. But I gotta go underdog. Whenever underdog is an option, you dog it. All right. So Gotham all the way.
Yeah, Gotham for sure. Roosevelt is my favorite national team player. So
what a crazy talented 8 seed. Like what a talented team.
Yes, yeah.
These games have been crazy.
It's gonna be a game for sure.
It is gonna be. That is a 7 o'clock kickoff on Saturday, I believe.
No, it's 6 o'clock for the USL, and then 8 o'clock for the NWSL.
Okay, gotcha.
All right,
on this Saturday. I don't know when you're watching the show, but just Saturday, just a Saturday.
What if they watch the show 2 weeks from now?
It'll be a Saturday.
Be some
that
Saturday.
They watch. Yeah. It'll
miss the games.
Go back in your DVR and see it. Yeah,
it'll be there. Yeah. Just tune in on Saturday. It'll be there. I promise. I swear.
So if you are interested in joining the Discord and in between these episodes, I understand the Discord links have a expiration, you see. So when we have them linked on videos and stuff, it only lasts for so long and then it goes away. So if you're watching this program and you want to join the Discord, what email address, Matt, can they contact for that?
Oh, you can contact 24hourpurplepeople@gmail.com. We can get you set up with a link. It's a lot of fun in the Discord. You can tell us what you think about us directly. You can tell John what you think about John. You can tell Ken what you think about John. Constructive
you can
criticism.
Directly message Ken and tell him what you think about John.
I'll do that.
Ken, why don't you yell more at John? So that's usually my closing kind of thing. But Ken,
yes,
Matt, I want to ask you, who do you got? You got FC Messi or FC Cincinnati this Sunday?
What are you talking about?
It's not even a question.
Yeah,
it's
4-0. Who wants to go watch Cincinnati be just crushed? Anybody?
Here's my goal. I want to tell you guys I have one stated goal, one season finale resolution for next season, for next year. I want to be the biggest hater in the USL and the NWSL. I want people, when they think about Matt Dalton, I want them to think that guy is the biggest hater. He hates every single player that doesn't play for his teams. He hates every single team that isn't his team. This dude's just hater of the year. That's what I want people to think about me.
Wait, that's your goal?
That's my goal. That is my stated goal.
Why do that?
It's fun to hate. Just give in. Just give in to your hate.
All you need is love.
Bum, 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 bum.
Well, you be the biggest lover in the USL, and then we'll compare notes at the end.
I don't really have any idea what I'm talking about, so I just call what I see.
Yes. Well, Matt, good luck with your
Pittsburgh
goals.
sucks. Tulsa sucks. Washington sucks.
Your jersey
Boy, do I
suck.
hate Gotham. They all suck.
Oh, boy. Ken, any closing thoughts to tonight's program?
It's been a great year hanging out with y'all almost once a week. And it's been awesome meeting new people and talking to them normally at tailgates or during the game. So I'll look forward to everybody kind of doing something else for a couple months and then coming back together and telling each other what we did the past couple of months when we had no soccer.
We did this 30 times. This is wild.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. It flew by. This is episode 31, I believe. So
31 times we did this. That's crazy.
Yeah. And we are not done for the year. I do believe we are. I mean, as I said, we're gonna stick around. It's just we're gonna be kind of sporadic. Our schedules are gonna get a little crazy. I know mine is. It's the holiday season, so it gets a little crazy for everybody. So, but we want to hang out with you guys and stuff. We might do just a live shoot the crap program. I don't know why I'm editing myself. There were so many cuss words in this episode, but like they're exactly. But I feel like it's just fun to do this. Just a little stress release for the three of us in some ways.
Yeah.
So that's always good, especially for me.
We're building community here, John. Soccer's all about community.
Yes.
That's what we're doing. Building a community.
Wait, you remember why we started doing this show this year? Is because there was nothing else at the time. Nobody was pushing any.
That's true.
So we're like, well, let's just do this again, and then other people started up. So everybody needs to start up at the appointed time when the season starts. Don't be late.
You treat this like a job, damn it.
And we're not gonna pay you.
Never pay you.
Yeah, I'm excited for continuing to see you guys. And one last thing too, I'm thinking about it. Against the Grain closing.
Yes,
I think we talked about we might coordinate something. We might try to get a little party going down there to send off.
Were you guys down with that idea? Nobody said anything.
I think it's a great idea.
I think it's a great idea.
I'm so busy, Matt. I can't even hit the like button on a comment. I'm sorry.
All right,
okay.
I'll work on some stuff.
Yeah. Well. Anyway, we appreciate you watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more ridiculous content. Hit that like button. It really means a lot to us. For Ken Luther and Matt Dalton, I am John Harper. We are 24-hour Purple people. We are desperately out of time. See you next time, Purple fam, and a good night, everybody.
We did it.
31 shows.